Hello, everyone. It's Ethan McKinley. It's the 2-Minute Terminator, where we break down the Terminator films 2 minutes at a time.
I thought it was Clint Eastwood.
No, that would be this. Because he kind of whispers through his voice like that.
You were all teeth then.
That's how he do you punk. That's how he talks. You gotta
Do
ask
I
yourself
feel
one
lucky?
question. Do I feel lucky? Or do you punk?
What was that Clint Eastwood film we watched the other day?
Firefox.
Yeah, that was quite good.
Oh yeah, we watched Firefox the other day, didn't we? Sorry everyone,
The
it's
suspense is
episode
crazy. Hello.
episode 40.
Hello.
And what
Fat,
does
drunk,
it
and
begin and
stupid
end
is
on?
no way to go through life, son. It starts. Ow.
It's basically a toilet smackdown.
It really is.
It's Glory-Holin with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Do you know what? Considering you said in the last episode, I never say what I like about this scene, whereas in
This
this
is a
2
good scene.
minutes, I actually really enjoy it.
The two minutes.
The Terminator.
Well, there is two of them.
He's a
The Terminators fighting.
Terminator. So the opening bookend is Kate running over to her dead father, and the closing bookend is the TX.
We can fight. We
Oh,
can
okay.
fight. The bumper music for today's show, by the way, is Ennio
The
Morricone's Fistful of
closing-
Dollars. The second film in the Dollars trilogy, starting with For a Few Dollars More.
So
Actually, that's the
rude.
first one. A Few Dollars More is the second one.
The closing bookend. It's nice to be interrupted, isn't it? Is
it?
the
I don't know.
TX smashing Arnie's face into the wall, which removes his sunglasses.
What does it begin on again?
You'll have to listen to the show. Good music. I like this music.
Ennio Morricone, he just won the Oscar for Best Score for The Hateful Eight as well.
Ooh.
I think he's about
that
88
film
years
wasn't that
old
great
as well.
though. It was alright,
It was alright.
but it just wasn't amazing.
Well, alright, when did it go wrong for you, Ellie? Was it just in general The Hateful Eight kind of... You know what? Hit the music.
Howdy, stranger.
Don't say howdy, stranger, to me.
Hi, I'm Chief Master Sergeant William Candy.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
When did The Hateful Eight... Hello, we're back. When did The Hateful Eight go wrong for you, Ellie, as a viewer? Because you slept through half of it, just as a caveat to what you're about to say. But please continue.
I kind of feel like it was all just about bloodshed.
It's a Quentin Tarantino film.
No, but I feel that there was.
That's like saying My Little
feel like
Pony
there were-
films are about
I
rainbows.
feel like they were lacking a storyline. I just kind of felt like it was more about just gore and cutting people up and killing people in
Yeah, it was a bit
merciless
flat.
ways. I just don't think the storyline was actually that great.
You like Django, though?
Django was amazing.
Even though it featured many black actors and you're a rampant racist.
Absolutely loved it. I've literally watched it I'm not joking, about 100 times. Within the first, I think I saw it once, and then within the next month I'd seen it literally 5 times after that. I'd go around my friend Paul's house and be like, "Should we watch Django?" Yeah, go on then. It was just so good.
Yeah?
God damn, that's on a horse. See?
What do you-
bleeped it out.
What do you
you
like?
want me to trim like white folks?
What are the highlights of the film for you, Ellie?
The whipping scene. What are the highlights for me? No, but that scene, even though that was so savage, it was incredibly moving. I think I actually shed a tear. Who would have thought I would cry over black slavery? What do I like in particular about it? I thought the main character, the King of Germany, he's so hot in that film.
The King of Germany?
Yeah.
Dr. Schultz?
Yeah, Dr. Schultz, that's his name. I thought he was great. I thought when you first see what's his face on the horse with the blue satin,
His pimp outfit.
his pimp outfit's absolutely amazing. I thought Leonardo DiCaprio played an amazing role.
So you've got the Oscar for that as opposed to The Revenant.
Definitely. I've not seen The Revenant though, but I
It's
thought him
mostly-
in Django was
It's
incredible.
mostly not spoken, it's just him wriggling through the woods with a bad leg.
Wriggling through them. Sounds like Gollum. Could you eat a raw fish?
Yes.
Actually, basically sushi, isn't it?
Well.
Minus the soy sauce and wasabi.
Upgrade.
Okay. Yeah, so anyway, back to the film in hand.
Firefox, we didn't touch on that. It's the first Clint Eastwood film you've properly watched, right?
No, I've seen Escape from Alcatraz, $1 Million Baby.
Okay.
I have seen I think I have probably seen more, but they would have been years ago. I used to watch the old westerns when I used to go to my granddad's house when I was
The
really
spaghetti
young.
westerns, the Italian-made
yeah.
Sergio Leone.
My granddad used to love them, so whenever I used to go round there, he'd always have them playing, so I'd sit with him. Not the bad granddad.
Okay.
God, no. I wish I'd watched spaghetti westerns with my other granddad. It was more like Emmanuel.
This isn't. You need to say this for the next podcast if you're going to spill your guts.
Oh no, that's it. That's all I'm saying. Anyway.
Don't write in anyone.
What was it?
Firefox, not the operating
I was
system.
going to
It's
say,
an
is it
alternative to Mac.
Firefox? You're going to look at me like I'm an absolute dweeb.
Clint Eastwood
Clint Eastwood.
styles basically the most advanced warplane from the Russia's version of Area 51.
How would Tyson say it?
Firefox.
No, Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood. It was in the hand.
With the hand.
Take this Medica.
I would never be with them.
I would never be with them. I would never be with them.
That's ignorant.
So yeah, Firefox. Did you like it?
I did.
Yeah.
I was in.
I like
I
it.
was
It's a
in
good movie.
suspense like pretty much the whole time. That kind of thing. When I was a kid, I used to have
Anxiety.
loads of dreams where I was always running away from something. But the thing is, it would always be something supernatural, and I'd always be trying to hide. And it was almost kind of like old school Batman. It was like Gotham. It was always really dark and rainy. And if ever there was any light, it would be like red. I'd be hiding behind like a metal grate or something. It was terrifying. So that kind of took me back to that kind of childhood memory. So the whole,
stealing planes.
the whole, yeah, back in my pilot days. But no, the whole film, I was in suspense. I didn't quite know what to expect. I think Clint Eastwood's the only man I've ever actually seen acting just with his eyes. I think he's like, he really conveys how he's
I don't
feeling.
think he's that great an actor though.
Can I have some water, please? I'm a little bit parched.
I don't think he's that great an actor.
Do you not?
No. He kind of, he's a bit like Pierce Brosnan in the sense that...
No way!
I've not finished my statement. That he acts with his jaw. If you watch Pierce Brosnan when he's doing hurt acting, he just pushes his bottom jaw out so you could like fold some ties and shirts on it. He's like... Urgh. The face he does when he's choking to death in Mrs. Doubtfire, he does that in The World Is Not Enough when he's in the torture chair with Sophie Marceau. Wiping the lid.
Well, I've got Vaseline in my mouth.
Oh. Yeah, but like Clint, when
get
he's having his
goodies.
Vietnam flashbacks, he just goes... Am I perfectly conveying Clint? He does that. He flickers an eye and he just like
Perfectly.
does that with his jaw. Goes,
You just look like you're gurning.
but that's what he looks like. Not the best actor, but
Although,
iconic nonetheless and great in films.
That actually ties in perfectly with my first point on this 2 minutes.
Well, Clint Eastwood also features in Where Eagles Dare, which is with Richard Burton. You'll like this. They have to like sneak into a Nazi castle to steal gold,
It's a castle.
and it's on this cable car thing, and they have to get up it and break into this castle. Clint Eastwood, Richard Burton, and the production design was done by Saskia's dad.
Awesome.
What's your question?
That takes it away from the first point that I wanted to make, which would have really fitted in nicely with your previous point.
So Clint Eastwood's like gurning
for
acting.
fuck's
I'm
sake.
trying to bring you back.
I just thought that Bruce's facial expressions at the beginning of this 2 minutes are absolutely award-winning. Should we have a watch? They are so bad. Wait for it. Okay. So the mouth's gone. The lips are going down.
Right. Here we go.
Look.
We have to go.
Melting! My face is melting!
That was a gun.
Oh my god. Yeah, so I thought that was worth a mention. Also the fact that the Terminator goes, we've got to go, it is not safe here. No shit, Sherlock.
The fucking building's falling down.
It's like, there's Armageddon outside. I pretty much just saw the three horsemen.
We should be getting out of here. Or Armageddon out of here.
Let's make like a banana and
Get out.
peel.
Swing away, Meryl. Swing away.
Yeah, so I thought that was a bit obvious. I kind of find it weird how Arnie, after he makes that statement, looks outside, then looks back for about 5 seconds, and then walks off as if to like make a
Just
point.
checking the whole place is in
Just-
fact a mess,
yep.
and we should leave.
Yep.
Yeah, we should
Okay,
go.
let's what's that outside wall? Let's go with it. So I thought that was a bit weird. They're all actually moving quite slowly, considering they have like an hour to get to this Crystal Peak place.
Well,
I understand Brewster's
It's where they make
completely.
meth.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you lying?
Yes, I'm lying.
Is it because I said Crystal Palace?
Yeah, no, you just said Crystal
Crystal
Peak, and I
Peak.
just thought
Crystal
Crystal Meth.
Palace.
There we go.
Get your feet off me, you damn dirty ape!
Get your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape.
Chuck Heston.
You're pushing me away from the mic, you bummer.
Well, the entire scene basically is a toilet smackdown, and the only part of the film, Ellie so far.
You looked at me and thought lesbian.
Who is she? Who was? It's just two robots fighting, but it's good. It's your favorite part of the film.
It is my favourite part of the film.
Why is that?
Because we get to see Arnie Bogwasher German.
But he's also a German, kinda.
He's Austrian.
That's like saying England, Scotland, Wales.
No,
It's
but
just
we're
like-
not.
It's all the same. To
No,
me.
we're not.
Hitler was Austrian. Wasn't Arnie's father in the SS?
Farsha? Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
You'll probably find lots of German people had relatives that were in the SS.
I
or
suppose
were
you had
Nazis.
to be then, though, didn't you?
Of course you did. It was either that or have you
Go to the Gulag, or was that Russia?
either that or just mix in with the Jews
Well,
in the
actually,
camps.
Gulag is from Mad Max 3.
Yeah, just one thing
Bust
I
the
wanted to
deal,
mention
face the wheel.
before
Bust the deal, face the wheel.
before we get the
Bust the
bog washing
deal.
action.
Face the wheel.
Arnold Schwarzenegger goes, "Run!" It's, almost-
Run.
it's like someone squeezed his balls. His voice goes kind of hoarse. Goes, "Run! I'm gonna come." Yes. Also, I don't remember seeing the glass cabinet in the side of the wall that he reaches into to get that tank. It almost looks like a nitrous oxide tank. I've seen many of those at free parties, like in the woods and in fields and stuff.
I think it's either you know what? I was going to say it's liquid nitrogen, but why would you have that in a general's office unless he's reading some weird shit? It's
Maybe
probably
it's just laughing gas.
some form of fire extinguisher, or from the halon system.
Maybe it's just such dull work. They need a bit of a giggle, and it is just helium.
I couldn't agree more.
But yeah, so can we get the one?
Whoa! Run!
It's the noise you make, Ethan. One. Yeah, I can't wait for this to be proved right. Oh god damn
Oh,
it!
it kind of works. You just got a broken mouse, dude.
Oh my god! Now you've really screwed the timeline.
It's fine. It's not on.
Well,
it's
F you.
It's not on repeat anyway.
It's not on repeat. I couldn't get it to loop, you bummer. Anyway,
Little bummer boy.
little bummer boy, wouldn't catch me with my trousers down. Yeah, I don't remember seeing the glass cabinet that he starts to whack the TX around the face with. Why her head spins completely all the way around like Reagan out of The Exorcist?
It's a show. She's unstoppable.
It's just ridiculous. I just don't
What's
like
that
it.
thing when a robot gets punched in the face? His head just spins around. He's like, woo, 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 woo.
Exactly.
Can't remember what it is.
Woo 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 woo. Just sounds like a gay police car.
That's just a noise.
Woo 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 woo. I'll behave. Wait. Yeah. So I really also another thing I don't like about this. But stop deep throating the mics.
Sorry.
They won't smell like Chanel Blair anymore. We've got the TX
patchy
and
episode,
she
listeners,
she
sorry.
looks. Why is it patchy? I don't think it's patchy. You're patchy. Your fucking face is patchy, and your chest. Go have a shave. Ethan's remedy for dry skin is just to shave the skin off. I'm not even joking.
Then you go under the
It's like, it's
dermal
fine,
layer.
it's fine. You just shave it.
You go under the dermal layer, and then the problem's gone. In this case,
But it's
it
not
hasn't.
gone.
It got better.
It's like that scene out of Liar Liar. Oh no, it's not Liar Liar, is it? It's a cable guy. Touch it. Touch the glass. Oh, Billy. This episode is not patchy. Patchy. I don't like it when she smiles at him either. She kind of does like Robert Patrick tilting her head to the side, like a dog watching a card trick, as you always like to say.
Yeah.
And then she smiles at him. Why would she smile? There should be no emotion.
No, that's right. She shouldn't. But she's just like. She's just like. It's done for the film again, isn't it?
It's annoying, isn't it?
No. But it's why did the Terminator show any emotion in the first place? 'Cause they're just machines. Why would she be like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but no, I've felt like that way the whole way along.
You could say she's more advanced, so she can show
Wham!
emotion, but it wouldn't mean anything to Terminator unless to convey the point of like, you're not hurting me.
Also, would the Terminator not be aware that there were no bullets left in that gun?
Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe some sort of fire extinguisher? Boo!
And she kind of goes, and then she
The skin, I was going to say the skin on the neck doesn't twist, but then as she's liquid metal, that wouldn't happen anyway. She could spin it.
just keep spinning.
This is the first time we actually see, I guess, kind of...
Combat!
No, not combat.
Oh.
When, like, a Terminator, like, breaks a floor, a bit like he does in Genesis, when they
True.
go to loggerheads
And
the
look, this
floor's
bit I
smashed.
don't get. He throws it to the ground, stamps on it, and her whole leg's like jolt, like she's just been like shot with an electric volt. It's ridiculous. Very rock star. He pulls the sink out of the wall and smashes it
That
over
bit's
her
good.
German face.
That bit was good.
Also, why does the TX never show any sign of any kind of damage initially?
Because they forget to
She's
do
been
it.
thrown into things. She's had a sink
You'd see
smashed
some
over her
sort
face.
of rippling on her
At
body,
least
wouldn't you?
a hair would have come out of place.
Not a hair, but you'd like when you hit her with that sink, you'd see scratches and splits in the metal, and then it would seal up again, wouldn't it?
It would. I think I really quite enjoy
No.
this. I'm just rewinding it a bit, you knob face.
this bit. Look, 10 seconds.
Yeah, but I wanted to do it more than 10 seconds.
just press it twice.
Just let me be myself, Ethan.
Not on my show.
Not on my...
Not on my watch, sister.
Yeah. What else have I got? Oh yeah, this fight scene kind of reminds me of the fight scene in the shopping mall in Terminator 2. Throwing each other into walls.
Which is
and
better
things like
though?
that. Oh, definitely Robert Patrick.
No, that's you. That's your preferred Terminator. What's the better fight scene?
The Robert Patrick fight scene.
Still?
Yeah.
Why?
I just hate this movie. Although watching Arnold Schwarzenegger put his boot in her face is quite satisfying.
I like it being
Although
hit with the urinal.
the eye, it goes like a weird kind of like milky colour. I wonder what that's about.
It's just lighting, maybe.
Maybe she got glaucoma.
The T1 models are actually fully functioning, working remote control robots made at the Stan Winston studio. You can see that and click the links to see how they actually made them, a little movie, if you click on the link in the trivia section of today's show.
Awesome.
Would you like a cock up?
Cock up.
Right, the sound effect for the T1's miniguns. I thought that was miniguns, and they said manginas.
Same music, Ethan. Slap the DJ.
Yeah. Oh, this is great. It's the end of the film, and Lee Van Cleef is going to get shot because he hasn't got any bullets left, and the guy goes, "On 60 seconds, draw." And he knows he hasn't got any bullets, and he's got to go for his gun.
I think I have seen this film.
This guy's already got his guns out. He goes, "When the chimes stop, draw." See, it's like the longest 1 minute in film history. And just as the chimes stop, Clint walks into the scene with another watch, keeps playing the theme tune, and then he gives him a gun, and it's great. It's one of the best moments in cinema history.
I think I have
It's
seen
called
this movie.
60 Seconds to What?
Any more
In
cock-ups?
fact, I think it's Franco Nero who's the bad guy in that.
Any more
He's the
cock-ups?
sexy older man who's going out with Vanessa Redgrave.
Any more cock-ups?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just getting lost in my Riccone world here. Sorry,
Cock up. Bing, bing.
The sound effect for the T1's Manginus is that of a standard machine gun. The miniguns, or the modern Gatling guns, if you will, have
Manginas.
such a high rate of fire that the individual shots are indistinguishable to the human ear. It should sound like one long continuous buzz or roar.
Any more cock-ups?
Even so, as I've been mentioning in Terminator 2, when he's shooting at the police cars, when he's out of shooting out of the Skynet window, they actually slowed the film down, or they slowed the minigun down, so you actually see bullets coming out of it. Otherwise, it just looked like fire coming out at the end, because it fires that many rounds at the same time. The second cock-up is...
No, that was the third cock-up.
No.
We've already done 2 cock-ups.
Okay. The
So
third...
this is the third cock-up. Bing, bing, bing.
It's never explained exactly why the T-101, accompanied by a man, supposedly with no current official existence, fully armed, managed to get into the base.
That's what I said
It's what you
about
said a few
3 episodes ago.
Although Kate is the daughter of Robert, there is no way that a secure facility would allow entry to 2 heavily armed men, let alone his own daughter.
That's probably why I was so bloody shocked to see her there.
But that's not really a cock-up, is it? That's just like movie physics. You can't really argue that, because like it just propels the story along. And none of this really would happen in real life. Most things in movies wouldn't pan out the way you want them to. Like Liam Neeson in Taken, when he goes, "Right, I have a certain set of skills,
Particular set
and
of skills.
I will find you." And he
I
goes,
will
"Good
kill you."
luck," and then the phone goes down. In the real world, that would be the end of the matter. You'd be like, "Oh,
I might as well just go home. Stay out of trouble.
The most remarkable thing about all of those films is, as I said before, Liam Neeson's dyeing his hair with soy sauce.
With soy sauce. Oh my god.
I think when you get to a certain age, you should stop dyeing your hair, or if you're going to dye it, because completely white looks freaky as fuck, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Get some of that, touch out the grey just meant, and just put some lines of grey through your hair a little bit, so you got some like
A little
definition or character to it. Yeah, but like dyeing your hair like black at 64, Liam, it's, I don't know.
Could be worse. You could have John Travolta's hair.
It will lack of, but what?
What was that? Ew.
Well, it'll lack of.
Can you do a John Travolta?
Hey, Sandy, I don't know. Is that any good?
You sound more like
What?
Andrew Dice Clay.
What? Where? Well, it's funny you say that. The Dice Man, that character he took on, he had many characters as a comedian, Andrew Dice Clay, but the one that stuck, the one people most responded to, he'd come out as kind of like Jerry Lewis, like the Nutty Professor, the original one. And then when everyone started booing him off stage, he'd turn around, rip off his clothes, and he'd be the Dice Man.
Yay!
So he'd drink the potion, and that's the character that kind of everyone responded to most. So he essentially
The Guido.
he became the Dice Man. The man and the character kind of merged, but it's all based literally on, he used to do Travolta impressions in comedy clubs. That was my shin, but it wasn't hard enough to register, although it did hurt a bit.
Ethan loses another battle with the table.
Ethan lost a battle with cancer and a table leg.
Oh, just having a chin while with a man back cancer. I'm actually surprised that feminists didn't kick up a stink about this film. Look at the brutality against women we've just seen in this.
Yeah, but
He stamps on her face.
feminists didn't exist in 2003, though.
Oh God, bring back those days. Seriously.
No, you know what it
man.
is? I think they're almost like trends where like these things kind of appear, like Black Lives Matter, then feminism comes out, then everyone goes crazy about, oh, there shouldn't be any paedophiles and what do we do? All these things have been with us, but they're just media trends, aren't they, that people just hook into. No one really has like that much of an investment in any of that stuff. It's just like the story of the week. I can see what you'd say, but then again, she does beat Arnold.
Yeah, but that's just a woman standing up for herself in a man's world.
I'm more offended. The fashion police. Really
I
should
know, it's terrible. Can I ask a question? Yes, you can, Ellie. When she's walking out of the bathroom, why does she look at herself in the mirror?
drinking. Not just that. More than one mirror. She just keeps doing that.
I
doesn't
know,
she?
she's just checking herself out.
Yeah, why would she do that?
Why would you do that?
Checking her visage is okay.
Surprised she didn't get a phone out and take a fucking selfie.
Checking her visage hasn't faded to grey.
Oh! Yeah, so I thought that was weird. Have I got anything else? No, apart from the fact that the end of this scene where he bog washes her is great.
What's a bog wash?
A bog wash is when you
Is that something from
pull
school?
up both the seats of a toilet and you shove said woman's head into the toilet and flush it while
Or
she's
someone
fucking
you're
her.
bullying.
No, there's usually penetrative sex involved. Bog washing is...
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we talked about that. Don Simpson was a fan of it. I'm going to
Yeah.
try and find a link. If it's not a link in the homework section, I fucked it up. I'm sorry.
We'll just make one.
But Don Simpson, who had this famously legendary life of excess, Don Simpson was a producing partner with Jerry Bruckheimer. They formed
Bruckheimer.
Simpson Bruckheimer Productions. They did like Crimson Tide, Top Gun, Beverly Hills Cop, Flashdance.
The list goes on. Woo!
The list does go on. But Don Simpson loved doing coke, loved hookers, and what he
Who
liked in
doesn't?
particular was degrading hookers by having them drink out of a toilet while he pissed on them and fucked them.
It's bog washing.
So yeah.
And I do quite
Do you
like...
want to come into the toilet or the one that's sucking on your dick?
Your
Ugh.
dick, Tracy.
Your dick, Tracy.
Reminds me of my old boss who asked me what I would say if he asked me to follow him into the toilets on my last day of work. I was
You're like, why? Is the toilet roll need changing?
oh yeah, probably.
Because I
He was
actually
the
toilet
laziest
checks at my
bum.
job sometimes, every half an hour. And then
Yeah.
you have to sign the wall.
Yeah, with a poo crayon.
And
No,
no one ever does that, by the way.
the final-
toilets are always destroyed in usually restaurants, especially when there's children.
Will someone please think of the children? It's poo.
It's not die bot die, it's the bot thee. Huh.
The
Well,
bot
no one who
thee.
speaks German is an evil man.
That's amazing. Oh, I love that. I'll bring back old Simpsons. But no, the final part of this 2 minutes is I quite like it when you see the TX shove Arnie's face into the wall and he pulls his face out and his glasses have stuck off and the way he looks back at him be like,
Glory-Holin with killer robots.
elbows.
The Charlie and Terminator compilation. on YouPorn.
Yeah, and that's absolutely everything I have on this particular.
That's
2 minutes.
absolutely everything I have. We'd like to
Awesome.
thank you once again for listening. As we
Sticking with us this far.
triumphantly to The Ecstasy of Gold by Ennio Morricone from The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. Great track. Probably the most famous track of all the Scatman's world. Spaghetti Westerns. And we shall return tomorrow with more fun and frivolities in the world of Terminator.
Hey!
Ironically, we've had the less to say about the best part of the entire movie than the entire movie so far.
It's because the bits we enjoy, we can't really talk about.
I will direct listeners, of course, to the fact we've got this lovely little piece on the robots that Stan Winston made for Terminator 3. The last time Stan actually worked on a Terminator film before he died. Because obviously 2008 to 2009 there he did Terminator Salvation. Stan died in 2008, didn't he, at the age of 72. So
Sad times.
same year as George Carlin at
God rest your
72 as
talented
well.
soul.
Did you know that?
Huh? Carl Sagan.
Carl Sagan, yes, Carl's monster. No, George Carlin died in 2007 as well, didn't he?
Oh, really? The comedian?
Age 72, yeah.
Oh, he's funny.
He was. I think he was the all-time best, consistently good.
He was just so honest and to the point, and just
He didn't start out like that,
give
though.
a shit. Well, I think as you get older, you become more like that. You're
More
a perfect
cynical.
example.
Yeah.
Even in the 2 years I've known you, I've definitely become more cynical. I think that's very good.
I don't think you have. It's just I've just watched you get let down by people as an observer, and you've gone, "Oh, I understand now." You start to learn, like if you mess up once with adults as a kid, or if you messed up a little thing at a job, they just sack you. Go, "Why they sack me? I did this one little thing." But you just now you understand, like that happens so often as you get older. You think, just rip the fucking off with the head, man.
What's that?
It's
Get
the
rid
same.
of it.
That's what's that. Get rid of it. Exactly. Like.
Oh, Alan, you're so wise. But yes, thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in. It's been a pleasure as always. We're probably not going to have any shows for you this weekend, but we're going to try and get as many out before Thursday as we can. So we're going to make up the week.
Wait, what?
I don't know. We might do one on Saturday afternoon as we're like full of beans.
Literally. Maybe we'll have a guest. Who knows?
Maybe we'll have a guest, a commoner's muck or gardener from the West Midlands.
AKA Stig of the Dump.
We shall try. Maybe I should bring an extra mic. I kind of will be.
Hey! People will talk.
People will talk. We're all attracted to all.
We're all attracted to the all.
I should put that clip on this.
The Divine David.
The Divine David makeup course. Look at it in the
So
homework
good.
section. He was weirdly at that party last Monday.
Did you say he was absolutely smashed?
Yeah, absolutely smashed. There was too many people there, and by the time it had petered out enough for me to kind of like either approach or talk to him, although he did give me the look of love twice.
Of course he did. You're a beautiful woman.
He looked too trashed, and like it was that kind of. I don't know what it is about
Sorry,
Queens,
you're
but
just smashing
as
my-
the eyelashes start to peel and the makeup runs, it just is a bit grotesque.
That
doesn't
sounds like most girls raving.
it? Yeah.
Anyway, so we
Thanks
digress.
for listening.
Thank
Yeah,
you
we'll
so
be
much
back
for
with
tuning in.
episode 41 either tomorrow or Wednesday, depending
That's
on how
Ethan's
I
age
feel.
This year.
And what?
That's your age this year.
Last year. My age
No.
this year will be 41.
That's what I just said. You said the next episode will be 41. And I was like, that's your age this year.
Yes, thank you.
You must clip the hairs in your ears, Ethan.
As I pray for the sweet. Oh, I could pay for it actually. As I pray for
Don't pay for it, I'll do it
pay
for
for the
free.
sweet release of death, I'll.
Ethan, we've already covered this. You're going to live a long and painful life.
I know.
It's alright, so am I. Because we don't fit in anywhere.
That's why we're going to make this show work.
Yes!
And get another show to work,
Yes!
and then get jobs in Vice
Howard
Radio.
Stern has given me a whole new direction.
That's why I need to watch it, because
It's
like,
so good. It was so good. Just
was it so good?
Yes, it was absolutely. He's just. See, I don't know. I think I'm a little more like him in
we
the
watched
fact that
Private Parts, the Howard Stern film about the DJ. If you've not seen it,
my lips stuck together.
I'll put it as a link in the homework section of the show. I'll do a naughty one. I'll put it on Putlocker for you. But it's
He
a really
just
great
doesn't
film.
give a shit. He has no filter.
Well,
you have more of a filter, whereas I just don't. I don't
No,
care.
but the story is at the start he has a filter and he's not doing very well, and then he has that light bulb over the head moment where he's like, you know what, I'm just going to
Fuck
be
this.
myself
Yeah.
and just fuck this. And they said that at the comedy store when he did open mic. They said it's going to take a couple of years really to kind of get good at comedy. The first hump you have to get over is talking to people that you don't know, strangers as an audience, with material that you've written or not written, and getting them to like you. And he said they'll only start to like you when you stop caring, but it takes you however much time to get to that point where you think, fuck these people. When you think that, it's truly your opinion and your voice. And that's what he went through. Instead of trying to please everyone and like fit into this box, he went, you know what? I was in Vietnam and I killed a bunch of kids. And they're like, no, that counts as one kid. 20 kids.
Or when he's talking about his wife dying of cancer.
Yeah.
When Jenna Jameson's got him like laid out on the floor and she's completely in the bath. He's just like, what? No, I'm not married. My wife died of cancer last night. I've been single for 6 hours. Honey, if you're up there, you're married to God now. It was so good. No, I really, really enjoyed that. I thought it was great.
Pig's vomit.
Pig vomit. Oh, he was amazing. Just watching him get so frustrated as the ratings were going up, and they absolutely hated him, but they just couldn't. They couldn't get rid of him. It was so good.
Couldn't get rid of him.
No.
He got rid of them.
What will he say next?
So yeah, we're gonna get a job at BBC Radio, and we're just gonna like.
Not BBC. I hate the BBC. I would never work for the BBC.
But that's what you need to bring it down from the within.
I can't remember what it was. It was bigoted something child molesters. That's what the BBC stands for. Bigoted, biased child molesters. Something like that. It was a great acronym. But yes, thank you so much for tuning in. I've been Ellie Fitzgerald.
I've been Ethan McKinley.
You've been listening to the T32T.
We'll be back tomorrow with episode 41 and probably 42 and 43. Oh yeah. Thanks for listening. Hasta la vista, baby.